Hello, all of you cute beans out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Piercing the Veil Scar, Season 1, Episode 13, Dealings. This is one of our campaigns being run with our custom Scar system, or stories and creatures in alternate realities. The system is available for open playtest on our Discord as well as over on itch.io. So go take a look at it and let us know what you think. This one in particular is set in the Star Wars universe. But as usual with this campaign, we're going to start with the recap.
Piercing the Veil, Episode 13. Dealings. The crew of the Omen Runner recovered from the end of their ordeal with the Pykes, with Barnaby needing to take a look at some crewmates while Ron tended to the crew's equipment. Daku Nor contacted the crew, congratulating them on their successful defense of the cargo and their business, and informing them that they now had legal access to Tier 2 parts for both weapons and armor, so long as they didn't buy them higher than Tier 1. Barnaby has a new personal project now too, with him practicing one of the techniques presented before him by the Sith Holocron, one that allowed him to look through a sentient being's thoughts and memories. The first target for this was Krill, though it went surprisingly well for both parties. The crew has now awoken for a new day, discovering that the Pykes have left a memstick outside their ship with a set of coordinates leading to the Oasis, a public middle-class bar. Will the crew accept the invite?
Alright, and now for the intros. Go ahead, Tal.
Hello, I am Taldirus, and I will be the storyteller for Piercing the Veil Scar. Let's go ahead and kick off player introductions with Amy.
Hello, I am FoxFiend, and I'm playing Amy, the light astral typing Amaran, who's pilot for the group. Passing on to Barnaby.
Hello, I am Barnaby. I am the Ewok Shaman, Nature Shadow type. I will definitely be doing things that are completely ethical as according to the standards of Ewoks. I will now pass it over to Fervis.
Hello, everybody. I am Razim, and I am playing as Fervis, the astral mythic type Lothwolf. And he is accompanied by Arf, or R4F3, the main character of the group. He is a metal electric type astromech. Off to Krill.
Hello, I am Merl, and I am playing Krill, the basic type Salonian, the mother of the group. Off to Regis.
Hello, I'm Garou, and I'm playing Regis, the psionic shadow Salonian. No. Human, of course. Alright, Underon.
Hey all, it's William Kenku Swiftfoot. I play Ron Laharu. And he is a basic type Bothan. He's also the ship's mechanic. That said, that's the crew. So back to you, Tao.
All right. As mentioned, we left off last time with you guys doing a little bit of reconnaissance.
Go for the eyes!
Didn't take long.
Yep.
Game breaking though.
What, is he gonna make it rain fish now?
Oh, well, that's an interesting route.
It's always a good sign.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Yeah, sure. We can go with that, although it'll take a second for it to pop up. Or presumably a second.
Oh dear.
But as I was saying, last we left off, you were sort of doing some reconnaissance around the oasis, having specifically picked out both a Godel and a Chagrian as people of interest that are by themselves, sort of looking like they're waiting for someone. You also noticed that there were a few affiliated Pike people at the bar currently, but they were obviously there from last night's activities and are currently like just there passed out drunk at a table.
Well, yeah. I think Fervis is just watching, otherwise.
Alright. I didn't know if you wanted to try and get it anywhere else inside the bar into like one of the back areas or not, so I figured I would.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
It is an entire building after all.
Yeah, going through the vents.
You looked at the public area and we're like, yeah, there's a couple people waiting.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, let's try to go through the vents and see what I can find elsewhere in the building in case there are, Sure, we could walk into the public area and then there's, 50 people in the back room.
Yeah, alright. So go ahead and make an investigation check at -1 difficulty.
And again, Arf can assist? Yes?
Yep.
Alright.
Because Arf can help direct things.
And also look over it.
Yep.
Oh, God. What are you doing, Google Docs? Stop! I randomly decided that I wanted to move the stat sheet elsewhere, apparently.
Did you?
Good old
No.
Google.
That should be right? Yes. And -1 difficulty, so there we go. I think I'm good with locking in a 9 on 8 dice.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I had Arf selected, so, that makes sense on why that was so high.
That's only natural.
Oh, right. I probably should have the fantasy grounds pulled up.
That would likely help. Yes.
A little bit. Sorry.
I did the same thing.
Over here in my own world for a moment while I'm doing math and stuff, worrying about the goods we sold and haven't sold.
My brain just misfired.
All right. With a 9, you find your way into some fairly easy to access vents that are, again, pretty high up. So they also aren't as... they kind of didn't expect as many things to try and get through these because, well, this is... While it is a rich training planet, it is also an outer rim effective trading planet, which means tech like this isn't exactly the most common around. So you're able to go through and notice a couple of very interesting things. While there is obviously the public-facing bar front and other things in the pursuit of that, like, you find alcohol storage, a kitchen, things of that nature. You also find that there is a quote-unquote unused section that is behind what would normally be a locked door. Luckily, you're not using doors, using vents. That has some sort of key access code to it. And going back there, you see that there are a couple of small rooms, but you aren't able to get any further due to there starting to be electronics interference. You notice the clear signs of things like audio curtains and signal disruptors in the area back here.
Okay. Captain Amy.
Yes, Fervis?
The, Oasis, which is the location where they want us to meet them, presumably from the cryptic... Anyways,
Yeah.
there is a back room that is protected by a keypad, and there are multiple means that prevent me from actually looking further in the building. I do not know what's back there, but otherwise the building does seem to be relatively okay. It is very
Alright.
public, but, well, that is, could be anything back there.
Given even odds that our contact, should we go to meet them, will want to talk with us in one of those rooms then.
Most likely.
Alright, thanks for the update. Keep it hidden, don't get yourself in trouble. And as I'm talking to people, I'll think about this and on whether or not I should bother going and talking to them. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'll be here.
Okay. And I believe I was about to head out to meet the first contact in our list of a few contacts about selling stuff.
As I recall, you were already on your way.
Right. Okay.
You had basically, you were about to leave to do that when we ended.
Oh, okay. Just for the sake of it, Fervis is going to be training more with the Force Blast, while, he's got nothing better to do on the ship.
Yep, makes sense.
Do you remember who all was coming with me on this?
No, Arf
As
was.
I recall. Yeah, an Arf.
Ron and Arf? Alright.
I think that was it, yeah. I think
Yeah.
Krill and Regis are currently in disguise going around the city somewhere. Oh, wait, they were picking up supplies
They
for
got
the
the
ship.
Supplies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have the shopping list.
I don't know what Barnaby was up to, but Barnaby's kind of Barnaby.
Right. Quick question before we continue any further. Do we want to add any weapon or armor upgrades to the shopping list? Because by my reckoning, I've got about 30,000 spare, little less, just to be safe. That can be fairly safely used on upgrades.
Ron was already going to pay for his gun, but if it's all his weapon upgrades, but if it's offered, he'll he'll take that offer for the to also get the materials to upgrade his duster.
What was the cost of such again?
Lights are
They're in the
300
Discord.
each, but yeah, it's in the page. So yeah, the light upgrading the lights
there.
is chump change. So for the most part,
True enough. Alright, so yeah, light armor upgrades, 300 each. Likewise with light weapon upgrades. Do we want to upgrade our light weapons and armors and roll it into our ship expenditures?
I'd say that depends on what it is. I mean, even 600 is not with that left over. 600, even the heavies aren't too much. It just depends on, I guess, what people want to upgrade. I mean, I figured you'd be medium for your blaster, but
Yeah, I need medium for. I would need medium for my blaster, but yeah, because currently ship credits is 7,000, and then in terms of excess credits we've made for what we've sold, it's about 30,000 roughly. I haven't got the exact calculations on what I need to keep in order to pay the debt, but we do have some that we can use if we need to dip into it.
well, as Ron is light and light. That's pretty much.
You're light and light, so it's 600 for you.
Yep.
I've got light armor and my weapons are both medium, so I'm not thinking of upgrading them just yet. Anyone else got light armor or weapons that they want to
Yeah.
throw on the pile?
My guns are light.
All right, and how many of them are there?
I only have the 2.
The 2. All right, you got any armor?
I have not.
Okay, so no armor upgrade for you, just weapon upgrades. So that's 2 weapon upgrades for you, a weapon and armor upgrade for Ron, a armor upgrade for me, Barnaby, Krill, Fervis.
I only have a medium weapon.
Medium weapon, no armor.
No armor.
All right, Barnaby. Enja.
Did you?
I think the neighbors ate him.
Unfortunate.
Doesn't he just use
I
like
guess
a stick?
I guess NG's AFK. And Fervis, you don't have light armor or weapons that we can upgrade?
I do not use artificial weapons or armor, no.
Okay.
What about your bot Arf? Does he use a standard gun module of some sort that can be upgraded?
No, his is more custom made. In other words, it's an actual move instead of a weapon.
Right.
Because for him,
it's like a
it's
natural
it's technically natural for him as far as, artificial life form is natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's natural by his standards.
So I'm counting, 5 light upgrades? That's 2 for Ron, 2 for Regis, 1 for me.
That'd be 1,500.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. make sure that's added to the shopping list.
Ooh, Roger Wilco.
Okay. All right. And I'll go ahead and continue with the heading on out with Ron and Arf.
Alrighty. So you were going out first to the two contacts that were actually on your,
List, yes.
preferred.
Mhm.
All right. So the first of them that is on your list is one called Neo Vanguard Dynamics.
Neo Vanguard Dynamics. Okay.
Yep. From what you were able to see about them, they are a mix of. They're basically the equivalency of like a bougie defense, like contractor thing where they can make sort of like exotic and nice looking weapons for people with means, but that don't actually care too much about. They don't care too much about it being the most functional. They care about it looking good.
Ah, okay.
It's like rich people weapons.
They do showcase pieces, not
Yeah.
not functional
Yeah.
pieces.
Like they'll fire because of course you need to be able to show off that your fancy gun can fire, but it also like
Right.
isn't exactly going to be any better at actual fighting than your standard like, bottom rung blaster.
Right. And they're likely to buy a good amount of light industrial components.
Yep, because
Cool.
they need they sort of they need to have actual working parts for it to work. I think that's the best way
Fair.
to explain it. They need at
fair.
least some actual good parts that aren't just like elegant bullshit in order to make it work. And it
They need
needs
the
to work.
They need the baseline that they can add their pizzazz to.
Yeah. So they still need some light industrial stuff.
Okay, cool.
If they wanted to make actual good guns, they wouldn't buy light. They'd buy heavy, but also they don't care about making the best gun. They care about making the best looking guns.
Right.
Right.
In which case, they may they're also likely to be interested in the 5 bulk I have left of the light exotic materials, because exotic materials.
They may be, yes.
Alright.
Now, granted, they are also technically speaking, like the closest to artisanal that you're gonna find around here. So they might not buy up all your bulk, but they'll definitely buy out, some of it, and definitely the exotics if you try and pitch it towards them.
Cool, awesome. I mean, every bit I can sell is all the better. Okay. So yeah. Anything happen along the way to there?
Nope, you are unaccosted.
Sweet.
The only real thing that's of interest and note is that obviously because this is still industrial, you kind of have to go to the same kind of, like, I guess, section of the city that you did before, and there are so many more peace officers, stormtroopers, and all that milling around everywhere.
Of course.
I personally feel very safe.
Safe indeed.
Just a light reference to for anyone who's seen the Phoenician scheme. Anyways, yeah. Show up. I assume they have a building and go through the front door. They got a desk there, a front desk.
Yep. Obviously they made the place look very, very fancy. Although that might be more for like the hollow pics than them actually caring too much about it continuing to look fancy. They spruced it up. It's the kind of nice that you'd see for like corporate photos.
Right. Of course. Go and walk up to the desk. Hello. I assume there's someone at the desk, right?
There is, yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Ah, hello. How can we help you today?
Hi, I am Amy of the Omen Runner, and I have some supplies that you guys might be interested in buying. I was wondering if I could talk to someone who could help me with that.
Of course. I'll get you our Director of Material Acquisitions.
Awesome. Thank you.
You get the feeling this is the fanciest way possible of saying warehouse manager.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's like saying custodial engineer instead of janitor.
This is
Yeah,
100% one of those hipster kind of places where everybody's important here.
Oh, absolutely. Everyone is so valued.
That's their internal culture. The external is quite obviously going to be the like the classic one of when you're trying to cater to rich people, which is the pores don't exist and they stay out of your way.
Ew, Daddy, there's pores over there.
But this is also like, as much as this is like, you could clearly tell that a lot of this is bougie bullshit, they have legitimately nice things here, which is kind of surprising considering where they're at. So, business must be pretty decent.
Yeah. I mean, they're catering to the rich who will spend excessive amount of money on cheap plastic.
So long as it looks like it's fancy cheap plastic.
Exactly.
With lots of spark.
They just want their show blasters,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Catering to the whales.
And when catering to the whales, you don't need to sell a lot, you just need to sell expensive.
Yup. Also known as, if you want to buy one of their guns, you might sell your ship.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But
For
that's
obvious
also
reasons.
because the fact that they charge so much, they use that as a selling point, because it means that you can like flex on other people by showing you have one of their blasters.
Keeping up with the Jonesers.
Yeah, no, the brand is value in of itself.
Yeah, this is basically their name is Neo Vanguard Dynamics, but like basically just imagine they're the Star Wars like blaster Gucci brand right here. For the local area of space.
Nice.
You don't buy their stuff to use it. You buy their stuff to put it on a display case.
Yep, you buy it for clout.
Yep.
It only takes a couple of minutes for someone to show up after she makes a quick comm call, and there is someone that has a it's not like a fancy suit, but it's one of those like really well kept like engineer suits. where he's got like a
nice.
smock on and all of that.
Right. Greetings.
Hello. I heard that you had some things on offer to sell and that you were on the list. So, what are you looking to sell here today?
Yeah, I have about 19 bulk worth left of light industrial components, and I start showing him pictures of the light industrial components, and about 5 bulk left of light exotic materials, if you're interested. And I'll show those as well. And I was wondering if we could deal.
Well, I'd definitely be interested in acquiring some extra exotic materials, especially, well, you know, having some different things on offer means being able to, cater to more taste, so having more of that is always good. As for industrial parts, we are not in the market for as much as you're selling, but I think that we can go ahead and purchase about 8 bulks worth.
Perfect. That sounds good to me. What can I get for these then? And basically start the haggling. Want me to roll?
All right. Yep. Go ahead and roll a social skill. Or how you want to handle this.
Given who I'm talking to and the environment, I'm guessing charming would work better than, say, logic.
Very likely.
Or, yeah. And then, as for skill, either presence or persuasion, probably, or appraisal. Like, what skill do you think would be best?
I'm recommending a social skill, so that's going to be, depending on how you want to do it, persuasion, presence, deception, etiquette.
Let's go for presence is my highest. We'll go for presence. Let me grab the formula. Because silly me, I do not have that copied and pasted just yet. So I'm going with primary attribute. This would be mind, or would this be soul?
As it's a social check, it'll be soul.
Soul. So 2 6. Any bonus for using Charmin over other expertise?
It'll affect your required SR, like how much each of your successes will affect it.
Sweet. Oh shoot, I forgot to ask. Does either Arf or Ron being there give me any extras?
Well, it depends if they want to assist and how they plan on assisting.
Sorry, I'm slightly distracted. What's the role for exactly?
Doing a social roll here for figuring price.
Yep, she's trying to get a good price on things.
Yeah, good deal.
She's gone with presence, by the way.
I was support it with appraisal on taking an idea of the value of the product, and to back it up.
Makes sense to me. Does that make sense for you, Tal?
You know what? Sure, I'll allow it.
All right.
All right,
Appraisal
and how many
is
dice?
2.
2. All right, and anything from Arf?
Absolutely. Sorry, brain fart there. Um, what are you looking
Teamwork?
for? Teamwork, yes.
I'm making
Teamwork.
a social roll right now.
2.
2 in teamwork, so that's 4 more dice I need to roll. Arf beeps and boops at the right times for punctuation.
So on and so forth.
Yeah. So that makes a total 14. 14 successes. I'm good with that.
All right. The director of material acquisitions seems rather interested in the items that you have presented before him, what you're putting on offer, and sort of looks at things, hems, haws a bit as he tries to figure out how much he could pay for this, and still, like, turn ridiculous amounts of profit.
Right. And I'm in there in the hemming and hawing and hyping things up and
Yep. And eventually he does come to a total, which
right.
is for the combined amount that he's willing to pay for the 5 exotics and the 8 industrials, being a total of 62,000.
All right. Not exotic.
Which is somewhere around it's around a 50% base price markup.
All right, cool. You said 62,000?
62,000.
And you took the remaining 5 light exotic and 8 of the light industrial.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. And yeah, I let him know. I'll see about getting that delivered to you sometime today.
All right, go ahead and call ahead when you're on your way. That way we can have our associates ready to assist you.
Sounds good. Will do. All right.
Sounds like a trap.
Totally, such a trap.
Totally such a trap. All right. And that leaves me with 11 bulk of light industrial left when once I get around to delivering. Yeah. That's and I go through the photos and just mark off what I've already sold and what's already been
what you sold, what you have available, yada yada yada.
Yeah. Update available inventory.
Yep, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Make sure I don't double sell anything on accident, and start my way to the next seller or buyer.
All right. The next one on your list is called Iron Grid Operations.
Iron Grid
They
Operations.
are another security company, but they're about as far away from Neo Vanguard Dynamics as you can get, as they are more about putting out products that help with electronic security.
Sweet.
They have a sort of rip-off variant of the socket guard that they put out. And for what you guys know about socket guards in Star Wars, like as characters, I'm not sure how much you know out of game, because they're not actually explained all that much, but a company named Marten puts out something called a socket guard that prevents slicer attacks on computer networks.
Ah.
So basically, it's a guard that you can put on a computer in order to. It doesn't like fully lock out slicing attempts. It makes it a lot harder though. So imagine this is something that you put on like a security door. That you really don't want people to just like walk up to and like slice open in like a minute or two.
Right.
This one's gonna take a while.
Socket guards, however, are generally new. At least good ones, specifically because during the whole separatist movement, there were a bunch of like HoloNet news sites that got sliced by the separatists in order to spread propaganda. They then put out a bunch of socket guards and all that, and like business is booming for Marin data on that part. They have some other problems known as accidentally putting a torture droid's personality core into an administrative droid for their motivator personality core. Which, as you might imagine, a supervisor droid having a torture droid motivator is bad.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how much would change.
A lot, surprisingly. A lot changes. Because it gets very bad. The Empire likes them though.
The Empire likes them.
The Empire likes the supervisor droids, those ones. However, unfortunately, they released them when the Republic was still a thing.
Ah, yeah, no, that.
So that caused a big downturn for their droid market. Their reputation is gone when it comes to droids, but socket guards, they still have a really good grip on that. These people make off-brand socket guards that are like cheaper and not quite as good, but any socket guard is better than no socket guard.
Fair enough.
For reference, your ship does have socket guards.
Okay, cool.
Which helps with people not slicing open your doors. It doesn't prevent slicing through like ship to ship, like consoles and things like that.
Okay. So
Okay.
No, it's a part of your a part of your security things.
Gotcha.
The ship's encryption helps with that. Yeah.
This is related to your like physical security, so you would definitely know what these sorts of things are. It's very likely that they'll pick up your remaining stock, considering you sold off enough to the other group that you can. 11 is enough that a group that needs to make physically secure things will snatch that up.
Awesome. I'll go ahead and head that way then. Go to meet them.
Yep. They have a much more reasonable looking building, and inside of the building is much more reasonable looking too. Not too flashy. They do have one minor stunt that they have going on where they have a couple of terminals like along a wall that have their socket guards on them, and basically they have like a challenge where if you're able to get through all of the terminals within a certain amount of time, you win a prize.
a little skill game there to show off the quality of their stuff. Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
Yep.
It's cute.
Yeah, they got a little like promotional thing going on.
As
Better
I walk
watch Arf.
As I walk in, to glance over there and see it, it's like, oh, cute. All right. Hello.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
It's going good. I am Amy of the Omen Runner, and I understand you guys are buying light industrial materials.
Yeah, we're running a bit low on a couple of things, so we put in a couple requests, got snatched up by a Daku Nor, said he would have people on a list. Let me just double check to make sure you're on that list.
Yeah, I'm on that list.
And he will check, nod a couple times as he sees both your name and the ship that you listed to him on the list. And then so he turns back to you and goes, all right, how much are you looking to sell?
I've got about 11 bulk left of light industrial materials, and I'll go ahead and show the pictures of what's left and start talking to him. Are you the correct representative to talk about actually buying these off of me, or do I need someone higher up here?
Nah, there's like 4 of us. I can just buy things.
Sweet. Perfect. And yeah, just start talking about materials, hyping up, doing my thing.
Go ahead and make that social check.
I'll go ahead and keep with presence, but I think this time logic is probably a better expertise for this, given that they're less show and more the grease and wires sort of people, from what I understand.
Yeah, especially considering they just admitted there's like 4 employees.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They're definitely not the kind of individuals that are, they cannot afford to have a bunch of the stuff that Neo Vanguard Dynamics does.
So logic, presence.
As the seems to be partially on the tech, Ron will help add in as he can, as makes sense, and we'll say assist with tech on this one.
Is that still 2 dice, or does that go up?
That's 3 dice if it's good.
I'll say it's good.
All right.
Okay.
Especially considering who you're dealing with.
Arf will continue to help with teamwork then. 2 dots.
So it's a total.
Take 1 extra dice because they like droids.
All right, sweet. That puts me up to 13 dice here.
I'd have thought the tech people like droids.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh.
True combo. I like how the 1 extra dice from having a droid exploded and then true comboed.
That is nice. All right. Let's go ahead and so it'd be what was it? Willpower to reroll the ones, or was it
willpower rerolls? Vigor would let you explode those 9s. Soul is to reroll 1s.
Reroll 1.
Soul is to reroll 1s.
Die.
Yeah, those are boost die.
True.
Yeah.
So it's 1 boost die per 1 you reroll.
Yep.
I will also remind you slightly that the industrial materials were obviously less expensive than the exotics, so will also sell for less.
Sure. But well, my previous roll on the less total dice was 14. You know what? Let's go ahead and use a vigor to make those 9s explode, because that is an immediate greater net positive than re-rolling the 1s. So
Just make sure that when you do that, you mark off 1 exhaustion on your sheet and you mark off 1 point of vigor.
I am. So that is 3 dice. That's 3 successes.
On the plus side, on those vigor dice that explode, you can also soul those.
Sure. That's 2 more net successes so far. So I've got 2 boost dice I can use. So I can reroll like 2 of those ones if I want to.
Or you could reroll one of them and then also see if you can press your luck with three of the blanks.
True. Yeah, no, I'll reroll one of them.
Like, yeah, no.
You can go 1 by 1. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. We'll reroll one of them. That will give me one more success, unless it comes up to 1 again.
Or it'll explode.
There.
This is
Sweet,
why
so
this is why I
total-
do say you can go 1 by 1.
That's 3 more successes, so that's in total. So that is 14 successes at this point.
Yeah.
And I will try my luck on rerolling 3 of the failed dice.
You have to choose 1 type of boost die to apply to a roll.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Someone else can body,
okay.
though.
Yeah,
You can only choose 1. Other people can choose another one.
I'll
Okay.
spend one of my 2 to body then.
Oh, sweet. All right. So that's 3 dice being rolled
And neutral.
for a net neutral. All right. No, I'm cool with 14. I'll lock in 14. 14. Logic. All right.
All right. With that, they are willing to buy it up for 30,000 credits. Technically, it's like with the numbers I'm using, it's like slightly different, but you know, I don't think you're going to complain about getting an extra 24 credits, so it goes out to 30,000 even.
I'm not going to complain. All right.
So yeah, take 30,000.
Sweet. All right. So. Okay. And with that, don't got anything left to sell to the third party guy.
Yep.
Oh well. What a shame. And I'll start heading back to the ship to see about getting stuff loaded up and ready to be taken out.
All right. I suppose we don't really have to have a scene for it. I'm just assuming that, Krill and Regis are going out as a pair of Solonians.
That's the plan. Keep our heads down. There's a bounty out for the party.
Going out, getting the stuff, going on back.
All right. If you're buying off anything extra besides the weapon parts and all that, just make sure you keep track of how much you're spending on it.
10-4.
All right. Fervis, you are going to be working on your bolt some more.
Yes, he is. And for the record, after running into the interference in the back area, he will be moving the recon droid thing back to the foyer.
Understandable.
Occasionally,
the actual, bar itself.
Yeah. Occasional cat. What are you doing? Go.
Cat being cat.
Cat was chewing on plastic. Again.
Oh, hey, that's like a favorite cat activity.
Yep. Always gotta be had something in their mouth.
Anyways, where was I? Oh, right. Occasionally checking, the other entrances. It'll be like, we'll say 15 minutes watching one location, move to another, watch for 15 minutes, that sort of thing.
Yep, understandable.
Yeah, just a little patrol in the building. Otherwise, yeah, he is practicing his Force Blast.
All right. Go ahead and make me that academics. If I remember correctly, we were making an ethereal, so mind.
Ooh, double 10. And of course, true combo. But this is important, so we're gonna soul that. Don't got anything else to do with it, so yeah, 5.
All right. In that case, you may add 1 power to it for free if you wish.
Hooray! Okay, I did set it up. Cool. I was like, did I actually set it up? But yeah, I do have an actual move for it. So, hooray! Cool. But yeah, that's it for Fervis, really. He doesn't have a whole lot else to do right now. Because, well, I guess there is the other droid, the scout droid that he could work on. Yes? No?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Because, everyone else is going to be out, shopping or doing meetings and the like for, a few hours. You have some time.
Cool. He'll be working on fixing up the surveillance droid from the temple. I might as well do some work on the others, just, general maintenance stuff, because as I recall, they are good to go right now. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I fixed them up. The training ones.
Yeah, except one's still missing an arm because you used that to pay off Greaves.
Well, yeah. But he doesn't have an extra arm to put on there, so...
Yep.
Alright. 7... Then... I really need to pick up a droid specialty. Currently, I only have slicing. Yeah, I'll deal. Actually, I could body that. YOLO! And nothing.
Classic. Body is always interesting because it either gives you literally nothing, or it's like, oh hey, that's 6 successes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Or it hurts.
I've seen Fervis get a -1 from it, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it for Fervis. Just working and training.
Understandable. As loud construction noises happen right next to my ear.
We're not hearing it, so
Yeah, but I am.
oh, you're fine. You are. Yeah.
I'm hearing it.
How dare they work construction at 6:45?
Yeah, kind of how I feel about it right
Okay, we heard that.
It sounded like someone moving a chair on like a
To me, it
not
sounded like
tile floor.
a vacuum on the other side of a door. It was very quiet, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a drill. It is a full-on drill that I could hear very loudly.
I thought it sounded like a distant wood saw, you know, the
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Rotary
It's
saw.
a drill. It's just on the other side of my wall.
This has been a drill. This is only
This
a
is
drill.
this is a drill.
This is only a drill.
By the way,
All right.
quick
Anyway,
reminder-
now that I've been sufficiently distracted, what was the question?
Well, real quick, just a reminder, everybody, we are in a bad spot financially. Please consider tipping if you can. Remember that we do have the Dono Doodles back, so every $25 that you tip to the channel does get you a doodle. Those are done on Thursdays and get posted together with everybody else, so if you can tip, please consider doing it. So, carry on.
All right. What was the question? Or thing? I got sufficiently distracted while I was trying to formulate a thought.
I think we all got distracted.
I know I
Very
didn't ask
distracted.
questions, so...
This is the dankest dungeon.
FoxFiendRG tipped $5.27, as is customary.
Thank you for the tip, Fox Fiend.
Yeah, we were going through what other people were doing while I was making deals, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. And we just did Fervis, who was training. So we cut to Krill and Regis, right? Who are doing their own shopping.
Yeah, but it wasn't going to be like, as far as I'm aware,
Yeah,
they were
it's
just
just-
like buying things. It wasn't.
It was just gonna be buying the tier 2 upgrades and food provisions for the ship
And stuff for the lab.
and stuff for the lab.
Okay.
I
As long as
almost
we can-
forgot.
Don't worry, I won't let you.
And what is the total that comes out to, so I can remove that from the ship credits?
Well, the upgrades were 1,500. I don't know about the stuff for the lab or the food provisions.
What exact lab capabilities were you trying to make there, Regis?
I wanted to be able to, properly analyze the sample that I had gathered at that temple. And I don't know if we had, at the moment, a place to keep the sample cool. We'd obviously need some sort of device that we could use to actually, scan and analyze the sample, potentially. Something that we could use to, apply various stimulus to the sample, and so that I can actually perform some research on it and, do the science.
Something to note, Regis. Well, you mentioned a cool place to store the sample. At that same temple, we did get a thing of cryo-stored reagents. So
pushing back in balance.
Thank you for that tip, Kengu. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed.
So that would suggest that we do have at least something to keep a sample cool with.
So that being considered, we'd probably need some sort of containment area to be able to apply that cryogenics, so you don't just freeze the entire back end of your ship. We probably also need, some sort of equipment to actually gather the data digitally from this, unless you want, the whole lot of flimsy in a very long time. It probably needs some sort of scanning.
Basically, a whole bunch of little things for messing around with and testing and experimenting on this sample you've got.
Yes.
And as well as preservation and stuff. Right?
Basically, yep. The bioresearch lab.
Cool.
But we hadn't really itemized anything, so I didn't know exactly.
I figure it's probably easier to just say, "Hey, tell this sort of stuff," than trying to figure out an itemized list on the spot.
$9.38, and now back into
Thank you, Gimmons.
Thank you for the tip, Demon.
My eyes doing that twitchy twitch thing.
Yeah. Anyways, so on top of the 1,500 for light upgrades, what's the cost of everything else?
Cost of everything else is mostly being inflated by buying laboratory level equipment. Because that's what I'm getting Regis wanting, is like actual like laboratory grade equipment.
Pretty much.
Right.
Which will put the total other cost to 9,800.
9,800.
You are buying laboratory equipment, which is not known for being cheap anywhere for any reason.
And that's not including the 1,500 from the
no, that's for the rest of it. Yeah,
that's for the rest of it. You said 9,800 plus 1,500 brings it up to 11,300.
Yep.
And I was gonna say about 500 to 800 credits for additional food for the ship.
I was just assuming that you were gonna buy like a decent amount of food, and I just included that.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's why I said for the rest of it.
Oh, okay. All right, so now we need to decide because we only had 7,000 to the ship.
Hey, nah. We're getting paid. The ship included. We got enough.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna put that number down somewhere for a second.
To suck eggs.
Very productive
issue
shopping
first.
trip.
Alright.
Oh yes, as soon as Regis finds out that this is getting approved, his tail is wagging.
I assume somewhere along the way, you contact me and going, "Hey, Captain, things are looking a bit expensive," and while I'm running the numbers and stuff, and then I give you the go ahead, and
then Krill's like, "Good news, we can buy it all." Tail waggy. Krill smiles.
all right. Somewhat relevant to this, Tal, as I go about getting things loaded up and delivering the goods, do you run into any troubles?
Currently, no.
No. Awesome. Then in which case, every member of the crew, I'm including Fervis in this, even though technically he has not signed on to the crew yet, 9,848 each.
Okay, so I presume the entirety of that goes into the laboratory equipment from my end?
No, you are currently adding to the ship, right?
Well, I
Buying
was putting
upgrades for the ship, right?
Okay.
The
Yes, Captain.
The ship is also getting a partition of the funds.
Now, what about Arf?
Arf is yours, not as far as Amy's concerned. You'll have to negotiate with Amy on for Arf getting a separate paycheck.
I don't know
But
if
as far as
Fervis
Amy-
is the one that will be negotiating or if Arf will.
Oh, what's it now?
I'll leave that up to
I
Tal.
sneezed. Why does this seem
Well, I mean,
like
at the very
fun?
least, right now, he doesn't know he's not going to get paid. So, I mean, that's a later problem if you don't want to pay him right now.
That's future
So,
Amy's problem.
do we want to roleplay this out real fast and go over this? Because right now Amy's thinking that Arf belongs to Fervis. You know, Arf is property.
Oh, please tell Arf that. Please.
You have not done anything to dissuade Amy that Arf is Fervis's property.
He has
but
never
Arf
referred to
would-
Arf as property. He has always referred to Arf as his companion.
Alright, how much did you say we were getting?
We may need to refigure out the number in a moment, depending on how this goes.
Right, okay.
Because
Yeah, feel free to roleplay this. Of Amy making an announcement about it or trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, Fervis isn't part of the crew, right? And so, I don't know.
Well, Fervis is
currently,
getting paid. As part of this is, as I understand.
currently, Amy is ready to mark down Fervis as subcontracted help, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so he will be getting paid. Oh, okay.
He will be
Well, then
getting
The
paid.
problem isn't Fervis getting paid, it's Arf.
It's Arf.
The problem is Arf getting paid, and the fact that Amy doesn't see Arf as crew or as
Amy sees
separate
Arf.
Fervis's property.
as an asset, not a member of the crew, as like a
Yeah.
liquid asset.
Yeah. Alright. So running the numbers, it's looking like we're getting a decent paycheck for everyone. Around about 9,848 per person for Barnaby, Fervis, Krill, Regis, and Ron, as well as myself. And probably Arf is probably right there near me because I'm running the numbers and stuff. Because you never told him to leave my side or anything.
Sounds like Ron will be the translator here.
Yeah.
The first thing Arf is going to do is just like wave his little accumulator, his manipulator arm.
Yes, Arf?
Long, slow beep. It's more of like a questioning beep, but like long and slow.
Ron is there, and he said he was going to be a translator.
Yeah, I can translate.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Which, for everyone that can't understand, it's just the equivalent of forgetting someone.
Arf is saying you forgot someone?
We're not paying Sen.
No, Sen's paying us.
Sen's paying us. I don't know. Arf, who am I forgetting in for payment then?
He's gonna swivel his head between Amy and Fervis, and Amy and Fervis, and while looking at Fervis, he's just gonna beep out, "Can I go rip wire from the walls real quick?"
Oh, so this is happening in front of Fervis. Great.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, he normally hangs out with when he's on the ship, he hangs out with Fervis, and if Arf is there, that means Fervis is there.
Right.
Okay.
Fervis is
this
your
is
droid
really
all right?
interesting.
I believe that you are forgetting Arf. My friend and companion.
Oh, he doesn't belong to you?
Fervis is just going to look at Arf and just kind of do a wave with his paw of go ahead.
Yeah, Arf is just going, okay, I'm going over to the walls now.
Wait, no, clearly there's been an honest misunderstanding here. This entire time, I thought the droid was property, not their own person in this regard.
You have seen his personality. Can you truly say anyone can own him?
That is fair, especially what happened with that fight. If I understand.
He was protecting his owner, as far as I knew. But, I guess he was protecting a friend. Okay. Then I'll need to run some new numbers real fast then. If I am considering Arf as as one of my subcontractors here.
The longer it takes, he slowly keeps wheeling over to the walls.
Arf, if you do start destroying the walls, the repairs will come out of your check.
He continues moving, but it's slightly slower.
And I basically start calculating out Give me just a second here, because then I need to run the calculation to split it. 8.
For the record, for everyone else, I am not going to be counting that money as mine. Fervis will ask Arf if he could have some of it, but that will be up to Tal whether Arf accepts or not.
I'm sorry. ID 10T error. I'm running slow. Give me a moment.
ID 10T error.
So...
Oh wow, it took me way too long to get that. I'm like, what the?
It's contagious.
My brain went to, D10 for dice, and I'm sitting here like, why is she trying to figure out a roll for this? This is math of dividing of amounts. Like what?
I had to type it out.
Where's Enja? I'm not seeing Enja in the fantasy grounds.
He doesn't join the fantasy grounds job. He did just talk a second ago.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So
he generally doesn't join the fantasy grounds until he actually wants to roll something.
Okay, so...
Although his internet might have just popped out. But so I'm connect and then disconnect.
Or neighbor interruption, or who knows what else.
Yeah, but he has been having some internet issues recently. If it helps, Decicreds do exist.
No, I'm doing whole credits, and the remainder is just being put into the ship's portion of the calculations.
All right, I was just letting you know that Decicreds are a thing.
Yeah, I'd rather work in whole credits where I can. All right, rerunning calculations here, and considering Arf and Fervis as separate subcontractors for my crew, everyone is getting 8,617 credits each. Is that, you satisfied with that, Arf?
He slowly starts to return from the wall. He had not actually dug into it yet.
Okay.
What was the number again? Sorry.
8,617. And this is taking into account paying off Dakunor.
Great. Arf is probably the only one I know of who could intimidate the captain into getting paid.
I mean...
Amy is fair. She's not a... She just genuinely didn't think of droids. All right, she doesn't think of droids as people generally. She thinks of them as property, as things to own. So it genuinely did not cross her mind.
That is a very common, outlook in the galaxy, by the way.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense. Fervis's bots are just special.
Actually, he doesn't really look at, the training ones or the surveillance one as individuals. It kind of depends on if they have a proper personality to them or not.
And I doubt Fervis has ever wiped Arf's memory, so he's probably developed a personality by this point.
Oh, for sure. He has never wiped ARF, but it's only been a few years with ARF. But he did pull the memory banks and such from another droid, so another astromech. So who knows what else might be in there?
Oh, so you didn't even wipe him when you built him. Wow.
He did not.
This
And
story
I do.
probably has-
Hey, that data could be useful at some point. It could also be
And I-
detrimental, but we'll worry about that later.
Later.
That's a future
Right,
you
right.
problem.
That's a future US spell. Yeah. And I do wire the owed money to Daku and then message him, let him know, hey, the debt's paid off. Here's the picture of the receipt of sent credits and everything, you know.
All right. It takes almost no time before you get a message back saying, "Great, let me know when you're in the market for more work."
Thumbs up. Alright. And for everyone who was getting light upgrades, be sure to mark it on your character sheets that you've got light upgrades for the
I
appropriate
think
things.
I think the
They-
actions are needed
they-
first, but
You unless Ron, you want to mark on your character sheet that you have the components for 5 light upgrades.
Yes,
Um,
Krill returns with the goods.
well, I mean, no, more of. I think you have to take a repair action to do that. I can take care of 3 this evening, or at least out of character, I can take care of 3 this evening. So
Sure.
I think others, if they have the craft, probably could do it. But that for Ron, that would be basically all his repair actions for the night.
All right. Are you working on those repairs right now as we go throughout the rest of the day, or are people marking down that they have the components for the tier 2 light upgrades, and you'll be working on those in the following day?
I understand. If I understand from what Tal said last time, you'd mark down for parts, and I would be taking care of them as repair actions during the overnight.
Yep. Because I don't imagine we'd be carrying around the components if we can't use them yet. So we probably leave them on the ship with Ron.
Yeah, they're
and
probably
then
on
Ron.
All right, so Ron, do you want to mark down that you have the components for 5 tier 2 upgrades?
I mean, if there's just a stock note for the ship, that would make more sense to me than me having him on hand myself.
All right, fine.
We're
I'll mark
just
down
trying to figure
5
out
tiered
where
Okay.
they're
light
going.
upgrades.
I'm sorry.
I just need to make sure they are properly
They're not
marked
just
down
in the
somewhere
ether.
instead of them
Okay.
just disappearing.
Right. So it's 4 weapon and 1 armor. Right. Got it. Okay.
You had an armor and I had an armor, right?
Oh,
It's 3 weapon and 2
3
armor.
weapon
3
and
weapon.
2 armor. My bad.
Yes.
I think tonight's plan will be my weapon, your armor, and one of Regis's guns, I guess.
Okay. If that's the case, then yeah, you could definitely upgrade my primary weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and
I think other people could take the action as well, but I don't know effective repair affects that any, or if it's just a craft roll, and as in place of what would be a repair action.
There is still a roll in there, so.
Okay.
But then there also lies
Okay.
in the question if we're going to sit here and repair stuff, or if there was
Well-
some sort of meeting that was going to be dealt
Well,
with.
the repair action is done as part of basically the start of rest. So that's end of day stuff as is. So it's just, does somebody else want to assist Ron so everything's done in the day, or do we just do these and then we have another day before the rest will be finished?
Fervis can assist.
Okay. Okay, that works.
There is still the matter of the Pykes invitation, and who all is going out to the meeting to talk, see what they want to talk about.
I will be available to teleport there. I will ready myself to get there, but I will not go actively.
Understood. How many people can you teleport with you at once?
The entire crew at this point.
The entire crew at this point. All right, awesome. In which case,
Sphere AoE.
in which case, if everyone wants to be standby and on the ready, and I can go in alone, and that way I appear less threatening, but it's still able to take care of things confidently. And that be sound good to everyone, or do you think we want someone with me?
Krill ponders this for a moment. It might be wise to at least take one other with you, and the rest of
Fair
us
enough.
remain on standby
I mean,
with
I
Fervis.
will send Arf either way, so I can keep an eye on things more quickly.
Very well, then. That is acceptable.
Okay.
As we've already established that Arf is pretty deadly when he wants to be.
Yeah. All right. So I'll have Arf with me. Am I taking anyone else or just Arf?
Take the Ewok.
Take the take Barnaby.
Barnaby activated.
Oh my.
You wanted to appear
Uh,
less threatening, right? What's less threatening than bringing a cuddly little teddy bear with you?
Teddy bear.
A teddy bear and an astromech.
So, in actuality, how threatening does Barnaby actually look?
Well, that depends on if they know what Ewoks are about. Typically, probably not very.
All right.
On the surface, very cuddly teddy bear. You look even slightly behind the surface and see the true menace that is an Ewok.
Perhaps, but I think I don't want our medic to be in the immediate line of fire if things go wrong. Perhaps
don't think-
Krill.
Did you even recognize me in Krill?
Oh, excellent question. There's a second Salonian, isn't there?
Yep.
There is.
and Krill,
Yeah,
Krill is not the
I
black
look
he usually
between.
is.
Yeah.
I look
we
between
just kinda-
Krill and Krill's fur has died, right?
Yep.
Yep.
But would I recognize that Salonian is Krill? I have been working with him for a while now at this point, so
I
Not
mean,
long
might
enough
be-
to know her pronouns.
Did I say he?
You did.
You did.
I meant her.
Well,
I meant her.
it's-
I'm sorry.
You know,
I am so sorry. I don't think about
I'm.
it.
Wow, this
It's
captain
hard
of the HR. They're calling
because-
Astromech's
Look.
property and
Look,
Misgendering.
the person behind Amy is tired.
that is fair.
Our captain,
forgiven.
ladies and gentlemen. Our captain.
Also, it doesn't help that the player is male playing a female.
No, it doesn't.
yeah, it happens. I think we've all
Alright,
made that
alright.
mistake.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
But I will say an insight check is probably the best place to start for figuring out.
Yeah, I was going to recommend that too.
Which one is her? Yeah. Alright.
I think we just gave FoxFiend a
Or
headache.
rather that one of them even is her. Also, welcome in, Hex.
Hello, Hex.
Hex, the good boy.
Alright.
Working on some Fervis TF.
And go with
Ooh.
mind, logic, insight for this. That's 6. Where's my insight? It's there it is. 7. Two successes.
So
Is that
Disguise Kit-
enough to? Huh?
Doesn't Disguise Kit give +1 difficulty on appraise investigation perception checks related to your identity when in disguise?
Well, she didn't get any 7s anyway.
So it wouldn't matter here.
Okay.
It's 2 successes enough for me to recognize that which one of the Salonians is Krill.
Is it
Which one
even
she is?
enough to recognize that one of them might be Krill in the first place?
I mean, there's not a lot of Salonians out there, so Amy would assume that one of the Salonians on her ship is Krill.
I will
She
say
does
it's enough
have
to
a point.
realize that one of them probably is Krill.
I mean, yeah, we did come in with the groceries.
Yeah, Krill will raise her hand or her paw and be like, "I'm here, boss."
Okay. Then that means the other one is Regis.
Hi.
Okay. I apologize.
Yes, you
Long
are
day.
crazy.
Don't worry, you're just seeing double.
Clearly, except my double is 2 different colors, apparently. Ugh.
Well, I mean, if you needed us to, we don't look like the people the Pykes are looking for. We could just, go and have a nice drink at this tavern while you happen to go there. They're looking for you. And then we'd be there if something went wrong, if that's what you're thinking.
And how many Salonians do you think exist in this system?
Right now, 2.
Exactly. It's not hard math to figure out. Even for one as tired as I am, apparently. Anyways.
It was a nice idea, but
No, I'll just take Arf with me. You guys just be ready to teleport in. It'll be
That's fair.
fine. Thank you though. And yeah. Hopefully everything goes well. If
For the record-
not, go ahead.
For the record, I will be preparing and holding an action to do the teleport, including, the charge up time and all that, Tau.
Alright.
So that way, the moment that she calls, we're there.
Alright. Yeah. And I'll go ahead and head out with Arf then.
Suppose I don't see a problem with it. They already know about Fervis's teleportation.
Well, those that actively saw the teleportation are dead.
The Genk killer who was
Yeah.
working with them.
Oh, right, that guy.
But yeah, I am interested to see what the Pykes want to talk about, and I will head out to the bar.
In the meantime, Regis, you want to set up the lab with this equipment we bought?
Yeah, that's definitely something Regis would be doing while we're having a bit of downtime.
Regis vented. Emergency meeting.
Oh dear.
The way you said that was so sus.
Well, I was a little worried about the notion of, having this highly volatile sample and just suddenly being somewhere else. How much of a windup do we actually know when you teleport? Do we have like a second? Or
I will say you all will need to stay right next to me for this. I'll let you know when she actually is there, but you do have to be next to me.
okay, so when she gets there, we'll all chill in the cargo bay. Got it.
Ah, apparently Regis is venting about Viagra.
That is not what I'm making the chem lab for.
There's a chem lab. Nah, Regis is just cooking meth. No.
No, Barnaby's for all that stuff.
Yeah. So Tal, do me and Arf get there unaccosted?
Yes.
Sweet. All right. Go ahead and wander on in. Head up to the bar and like order something to drink. I figure whoever is wanting to talk to me will approach.
All right. The bartender will go ahead and sell you. The drinks are pretty cheap. They aren't all that expensive. They're like 2 credits apiece.
All right, cool. I will take 2 credits off of my thing. Okay.
All right. Do you want to sit at the bar, or do you want to sit at a booth, or one of the tables?
What would be the proper etiquette if I'm expecting someone to approach me?
Make me an etiquette check.
All right. What? Okay. Good mind etiquette. What expertise would be? Probably either. She would do it with logic. For logic etiquette.
All right. In that case, it sort of depends on what you think is going to happen. If you think that they should meet with you about it, you sit at a booth. If you think that you're going to go and talk to them about it once, they're made aware of your presence, you stay at the bar.
I'll stay at the bar.
It's sort of about which one sets what expectation.
Okay. I'm coming to at their invitation to talk to them. So I reckon someone's going to approach me and pull me to the side then. I'll be at the bar.
All right. After a few minutes of waiting, there is someone that approaches you from behind. It seems like they were sitting in the a general populace.
All right.
And it is the Chagrian.
Chagrian. Which one's the Chagrian?
The blue one.
Blue one.
If you scroll up a little bit.
Yeah. The blue one with
like the
hair horn things coming down the side. Yep. Or are you talking the blue skin or the one dressed in blue?
The blue skin.
Okay, yeah. All right. And I noticed him approach and hello.
She's gonna look you up and down and go, "Yeah, you're her. Well, if you're here for a meeting, they're gonna want to see you in back."
All right.
Just go ahead and go back. If you see the storage area, you've gone the wrong way. Instead, you're going to want to find the kitchens, take a right, and then go through a door. Don't worry, just wave at a camera, and the door will open for you when you get there.
Okay. Thank you. I'll go ahead and start heading my way. At this point, I presume Fervis's camera droid is probably going to be following.
Oh, yes.
Movements.
Yeah.
And
He kind of needs to know exactly where you are if he wants to have best teleport results.
Well, actually, Arf is with
Arf's
you, so he'll actually keep the camera watching the front door or the back door,
That's
one
fair.
of the two.
Fair enough, because true, you can just see through Arf, and
Yeah.
Arf would have stronger transmission, wouldn't he?
Stronger transmission and direct coordinates.
Yeah.
Yep. Although that is provided that their audio curtain is and jammers aren't strong enough to block him out too.
If they do block him out, then Fervis will direct Arf to back up. He'll keep an eye on that,
Right. Okay. But yeah, I'll go ahead and head those directions. Get to the door, wave at the camera, smile charmingly.
All right. It doesn't take very long. the door won't open for you, but you will hear a loud click.
Are we talking like a gun being prepared click?
No, I'm talking like a bolt sliding click,
Bolt
like
sliding.
a lock disengaging.
Ah, okay. Now, what do I see when the door opens?
You see another hallway. There's only one other door in this hallway. It just kind of leads down, and then near the end of the hall to the right, there is another door.
All right.
However, that door is slightly open, and I'm not even going to make you roll perception checks for this kind of stuff because it's fairly obvious. That is absolutely blood that's staining the ground.
Ah,
You know, just by the door.
right. Walk with confidence and a smile and like tap on the door frame and gently push the door open.
All right. I will say at this point, as they get nearer to the door, Arf's transmissions are starting to get a little bit more. They're not like fully cutting out, but they're starting to get like that sort of like staticky interference.
We're starting to
sound.
see snow.
It's starting to be very noisy.
All right.
Fervis is going to take note of the exact coordinates there and instruct Arf to stop. And if there are more problems that happen, then, or like, if anything looks suspicious at all, he will teleport in.
All right. Notices Arf stops. All right. Keep guard for me then. Sure everything will be all right. And yeah.
He lets out a bit of a beep as he like sort of like swivels his head back towards the way out, but also like looking back at the door again. This is not exactly the best spot to just be standing, considering it's a one-way hallway, but you know.
Yeah. It might be best if Arf is aware of this location, but follows me, and when it becomes relevant, is able to rush out to that location so that they can send a signal.
Problem is going through the door, which could shut after you go through.
Yeah. But I totally get Amy's perspective, because Arf could
agree.
sit there and have no idea if anything's going wrong.
Yeah.
At least if he's with her, he can protect her.
Fervis will send Arf forward.
Okay.
Right.
And yeah. So yeah.
As you get to the door, like I mentioned, it is already open slightly. The door itself is also, you know, when a door is like dented, like something's been banging against it, but it's not actually like misshapen.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Ominous. But yeah. Knock on the door frame and gently push the door open. And what do I see?
All right. On the inside, you see a rather elegantly dressed Mirialan.
Mirialan?
Yes. You know those like green, yellow, purple skinned individuals that have like the geometric shapes on their face?
Where's Mirialan?
Here's a picture of them.
Oh, them. Okay.
They're called
Yeah.
Mirialans, yeah.
Yeah.
There was they have there are more than a few Mirialan Jedi.
Right. I was expected.
He's going to nod and go ahead and motion over to a seat. There's actually 2 seats that were set out. One being slightly higher, more of like a stool.
All right.
Obviously,
does
more
he
meant for
motion
like
to?
Arf to get on, so he can still see over the table. The table is
Oh,
fairly
okay.
interesting because it's also very clearly a dealer's table. And as you walk in, you also notice that there is a couple of like hard credits like scattered across the ground near the door. Sort of like
Okay.
dented a little bit and like slightly messed up.
All right. I go ahead, take a seat, lean back a little bit. So, what you want to talk about?
You see, I'm about business here. And we each have our own business. But
Right.
there's a bit of a problem with it. You see, you're just enough of a problem with our business that we can't exactly ignore you. However, you're also enough of a problem that dealing with you will take away from other efforts we're making. So I wanted to ask, how much are you getting from Daku Noir?
Give him a stare. Do, can I tell what his intent is here?
Not without rolling like some insight. He is very put together.
Okay. Uh, in which case, I want to roll an insight. Mind, logic, insight. That was 7 dice, I think I had. Yeah, 7 dice. And 3 successes. I'll let it slide. 3 successes.
With a 3, you find that this man is very incredibly hard to read. But one thing that you do pick up is that based on this room and everything around it, everything that you've seen, this is not some sort of low-level individual like, local mover and shaker that you're talking with. This is someone important. And the only reason that you can really imagine that he's asking how much you're getting from Daku Nor is he's considering paying you to fuck off.
I generally like to know who I'm dealing with before I strike a deal. Perhaps you could tell me about yourself a little bit.
Well, the most pertinent thing about me is I'm the dealer here. And he goes ahead and pulls out there's some rather old-fashioned sabacc cards and starts shuffling them with a very practiced ease. After all, you're currently sitting at my table. Do you play?
I've played a few games, but wouldn't say I do so regularly.
What
I'd
are you,
be
more of a
down for a
Pazak
small
player?
game.
What's your game of choice?
So out of character, I don't recall all the games and stuff and what's
Yeah.
what they're like.
So Pazak is Pazak is like the blackjack equivalent.
Okay.
It's a little bit more complicated, but think of that as more like blackjack.
Yeah, and Sabat.
And Sabak is you had to collect a hand with an absolute value closest to 23.
Okay.
But like, there's like different decks where like things can happen where like your cards get changed in your hand all the time. They can get randomized. You have to put cards in stasis fields in order to stop that from happening.
It's a whole thing. Okay.
It's like a whole thing. Imagine a mix of poker and blackjack, except you like create a hand and it randomizes on you.
Okay.
So they just every card game imaginable.
Basically, so the thing is that I can't go through all the different variants of Sabak because there's like 80 of them.
Right. So basically, if I were to agree to play Sabak, I would need to know what variant he's playing.
Yeah, basically your character would know to ask what sort of variant he's offering, any specific house rules, things like that. The actual like gameplay and betting would just be done through rolls. It's just more like I'm explaining this to you so that way you can decide if Amy likes the sound of any of these games.
Probably more Pozic than. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Play a bit more Pazak. Was it said Pazak or Pozic?
The pronunciation is weird. It's Pazak, Pazik, however you want to pronounce it. It's like the same thing.
Okay. I've played a little bit more Pazak.
All right, we can play some of that while you're here. Then,
Sure.
don't worry. I don't have a minimum bet.
Let's just play a friendly game or two to start.
All right. I see you're a little bit risk averse then. In that case, let me go ahead and try and help that along. You see, the thing is, we don't want Dakunor's business here. You're helping that business expand. Making sure that contracts get filled, expanding his name, his influence with the local groups, and in the meantime, some of our control on the area slips away to him. And we don't like that.
He was offering to pay to move goods.
What he was paying for was influence. The actual goods being moved is a side effect. What he has now is contacts, industry ins. He might buy out one or two of these local companies in order to start expanding out. He starts to buy out more and more as profits rake in. And, unfortunately, he has the money in the bank to actually hire people that can stave us away. Now, granted, we could always focus on him and eventually crush that little problem of ours, but we have other things we'd rather focus on. So what I'd like to offer you is a sort of extension of our little armistice I put into place at the start of the day. After all, I invited you to a meeting. It'd be rather rude if I had you shot on the way here.
Yeah, it would be rather rude, yes. But go on.
All right. I was going to ask you for what sort of skill you want to roll while playing the game. Because remember, this is blackjack related, so it is a little bit more about your own game than anyone else's.
Yeah. Skill to roll for this. Possibly. Would appraisal be an appropriate skill for for this. You know, figuring out the hand I have and my odds and that sort of stuff.
Yep.
Cool.
It's sort of it's sort of played as like a first to 3 wins, and if you tie, it doesn't count.
Sure. 6 on this first game here. Logic appraisal.
All right. The first round of your friendlies goes pretty decently. You luck pretty quickly into getting exactly 20, which is the perfect score in this game. So with some pretty easy confidence, you end your turn, and well, not end turn. It was stand, but yeah. You know, you stand with it, and then watch as he gets pretty close. He gets to a 19, but then stalls out, and unfortunately for him, you take this round.
Yeah.
But it's just a friendly, so
it's just a friendly. No money is passing hands or anything.
Yep.
However, at this point, I'm assuming he's wanting to increase my confidence, and given that he's a dealer, right now I suspect every card that's put down and that it has a purpose. But
that may be true.
Okay.
You're not sure. After all, this man is hard to read.
It is hard to read. Yeah.
And he's just gonna keep going a bit now.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna go, I'm prepared to give you a decent sum of credits in order to, let's say, oppose his movings and dealings from now on. We send you a place, and you make sure that cargo, should it get delivered, doesn't actually make it into the bays.
So, paying me to not deliver something.
Not deliver, interfere with other deliveries. For all I care, you could sneak into successful deliveries and then blow up all of the cargo that's already there. After all, the business relationships don't matter too much if the business has to go under due to lack of materials, the having to eat the cost of all that, trying to scramble to get a bunch of new materials in, all of that sort of thing.
There'll be other lives affected by this than just Gaku and your operation.
In exchange, as I'm reminding you, I'm offering you a decent sum of credits, along with an armistice, which means that no Pykes or Pike representatives are to attack you, and any who do are disavowed and you may deal with as you see fit.
Just a second out of character, I'm like, I find it funny that Amy is trying to appeal to the Pike's humanity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
appeal to one of the most brutal criminal syndicates' humanity.
Yeah, the civilians. Think of the
Fair
civilians.
enough. No. I mean, you're not entirely wrong, but it was more muttered in consideration than actually expecting him to care. Give a second for the player to think.
Yep. In the meantime, obviously the vast majority of communication with ARF is down, but you are able to occasionally get a garbled line or two out on your end, Fervis.
All right. He'll probably be. He's got a way to play the feed for everybody around, right?
I'd say you would.
All right. Yeah, he'll be doing the feed for everybody else to hear as well.
Oh boy, I have an audience.
Otherwise, he is making sure that Arf is. He would have made sure that Arf was recording all of this, and so that way, if we do need it later, it's fully clear. But nothing is happening yet, so he's not, pulling the trigger yet.
Yeah. Huh. How do I want this to go? Because, like, in character, I don't actually care about whether I'm working with Daku Nor or if I'm working with the Pykes or whoever else, just so long as at the end of the day I'm getting paid and I keep flying.
It's ultimately who do you want pissed at you?
Yep, and another thing, just like as a bit of an out-of-game reminder, yeah, this is also totally a tie-in with the smuggler path
Okay.
of your starting options that I gave you guys.
All right.
As I said, you can interact with those paths still. It's just more about what your focus is. This is just when the tie-in became very obvious, so I'm just reminding you of that.
So
Right,
ultimately,
right.
the question is, do we want the Pykes mad at us, or do we want Daco Nor mad at us?
Yep, both are
I mean-
entirely valid options and planned for.
You
And
know,
who do you
Daku's
trust
got
more?
Daku's got someone very scary working for him. I wouldn't want to incur Daku's displeasure through all this. I'd have to go through this without him knowing that I have decided to turn on him.
And that is why I presented multiple options before you. Like I said, for all I care, you sneak in after deliveries are made and blow up the delivery. Burn down the building, otherwise somehow ruin the product.
And maybe make it look like the Pykes did it.
Oh, great! Piss off both of them.
To be fair, the Pykes don't care if you make it look like the Pykes did it, considering they'd be hiring you to do this.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts.
I get to choose which targets I go after.
Oh, sure. So long as you go after some targets. Go ahead and make another roll.
Another of the.
Yep. This is the last of your friendlies rounds.
An 8. That's a lot of successes on those dice. All right.
All right. In that case, for this round, you get to a pretty solid number of a 19, which unfortunately he only gets to an 18, and then isn't exactly able to avoid busting. So
Right.
you get the second of the friendlies.
Okay.
He made an interesting play where he went through a run of minus cards in order to get himself back down, but unfortunately he did end up going over.
Right. Okay. And now that friendlies are over, I'll go ahead and drop 25 credits on the table for the next game. And yeah, I think I'd be willing to work with this.
I see our Republic Senate games are over. Out of game, that's the official name for playing it without actually gambling anything. It's called Republic Senate rules. Because you do a whole lot of trading, gambling, and doing all this stuff, and nothing happens.
Right.
Wow.
gets a light chuckle from Amy, and yeah.
Huh? In that case, first of all, obviously, you're not going to be taking any more deals with Daku Nor.
Of course not. Wouldn't do to say, sure, I'll work with you, and then have more money coming from Daku.
Well, that would be an admirable gamble. Should either side find out that you're playing both, well, there's a reason that people who played both sides tend to die twice as horribly.
Indeed. And I already know that that there is formidable force on both ends.
Now,
you were asking
you're fine
about
going
a number
after
earlier.
Okay. Go ahead.
I said you were asking about a number earlier.
Yes, I wanted to know how much Daku Nor was paying you.
For this, for what I delivered, I made over 200,000 credits. Gee, I don't recall offhand exactly how much I made. I've already erased a bunch of numbers and freed up space. So
that's for your revenue. That's more correct. For your profit after paying back your loan, it's different.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, and he's going to go. And was that guaranteed commission based?
It was commission.
All right. In that case, how about this? I will pay you 50% of the value of any of Daku Nor's shipments or valuables or anything related to him that you destroy. %50 of their market value directly into a charitable donation towards your ship. In hard credits, of course.
Of course.
And I know that you're okay going after Daku now. Would you be interested in any side work?
Depends. Where are you thinking?
Well, you see, I have a bit of an issue with someone. And as competent as I think that you are, I believe that you could be a very nice, non-officially affiliated solution to my problem. And of course, this would prove your competence, which may raise your percent bounty rates. Now, there is a certain individual that is causing me more than a little bit of issue. You see, he's been also butting in on multiple of the deals that we've been having to go on, except he's actually involving himself in the black market aspects of it, which, while Daku Nor does not shy away from, it isn't his focus.
No.
What I would like you to do, we have his name, we know where he lives, we also know where several of his affiliated organizations are located. We are looking for someone by the name of Min Herrick. They are a human, and they have multiple different organizations around. If you would go after any one of those organizations, break in, gather data on them, put a bit of a damper on operations, and return with whatever data you happen to find on their activities, that would be quite the successful mission. And
Looking for
should you complete
incrimination.
that, I am more than willing to help open up some of our more black market items to you. The Imperials don't look our way too much, and we make sure to only allow certain people to actually get a hold of some of the more restricted items. Of
If
course,
I
your
find
rates may
my-
also raise if you successfully complete this.
If I find myself able to do so without going too far out of my way, I may perhaps run a scheme or two against them.
Oh, and of course, should you happen to find anything especially valuable while taking a look around one of his properties or organizations, we would be more than happy to help you fence that for a rate.
Right.
Go ahead and make another roll.
Okay. Now that money's on the line, this is where I'm going to roll poorly.
Of course.
Called it.
Yep.
It's only 25 credits. I'm not concerned.
Yes, 25 yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
that is
two.
literally the price of a stim pack.
Yeah.
By the way, I do love how canonically, when it comes to Pazak, if you play it for no money, it's called Republic Senate variant. That is hilarious.
That is hilarious. Yeah. With 2 successes, I assume I'm not winning this hand.
Yeah, you have to make a bit of a bold play in order to try and get past their 19, and, well, you bust.
And
That was one of the situations where the only way out was to tie him or to actually,
Hit 20.
hit a 20, which requires luck, and sometimes you just don't get lucky.
Sometimes you just don't get lucky.
Would you like to place another bet?
I'll go ahead and drop 25 more on this.
All right.
All right.
It's like Amy's playing the
Yeah.
penny slots.
This sounds like a pretty good deal. 10,000 up front for not dealing with him anymore.
$10,000 to make you not deal with him. I'll
And the
accept
rest,
that so long as it's even after our business is concluded. After all, if you want upfront payment, I want longer-lasting results.
Part of what you're wanting is for me to just straight up stop dealing with him. Period. That's my price to stop dealing with him altogether. And the rest, as has been laid out already.
In that case, that's more than a little bit amenable. I believe I can go ahead and do that. Here. And he's gonna reach under the table, press a button, and with some almost silent hydraulics, a box slips out, which he goes ahead and takes out and slips towards you.
Alright. I take it, pocket it, just trusting that that he's good for his word. Here, I'll
You should never do that. They'll know you mean
No, you're
business if
right.
you actually count it in front of them.
You're right. So as this next game is going, I take a moment to just glance through it, double check that it is the 10,000 that I had said.
All right.
And I assume it is the 10,000 like I.
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
There is obviously, quite a lot of money there to count, but you're just sitting there counting while you're playing. So
Yeah, pretty much. Alright. In which case, I think we have ourselves a deal here.
all right, go ahead and make another roll.
Yeah, 5.
5 is enough to push. That's the push SR. So you get your bet back, as you
Get my bet back.
unfortunately tie his result.
Yeah.
There is, by the way, just so you know, there is a mix of denominations inside of your inside of the box.
Okay.
So you have a section where it's hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, and then there's no ones in there.
Right.
It'll take up
Makes
way too
sense, I
much
suppose.
space.
Yeah. One final game before we part ways,
Oh, sure.
and I'll go ahead and drop 100 on the table for this one.
All right. Make your roll.
Lamau.
I stare at my hand, and sometimes luck's that way, isn't it?
Don't
And
worry. I'm sure you can work it off. Unlike some of those poor bastards who walk into my room, as he motions towards the door with blood and credits strewn about it.
yeah, noticed. So I'm going to minus 125 from my total because that is the amount that I have lost on this. So
Went in to make a deal, continued to gamble, even after the deal was made.
we're having fun, enjoying ourselves, and it would feel rude to just leave on just that.
I also like how the more money you threw down, the worse your roll got.
We all knew that was going to happen.
Absolutely, it
Yeah.
was definitely going to happen. But
Republic Senate rules just rolling high. Start betting money, rolling low, and then you bet 100 credits and you don't get a single success at all.
net zero. Just
Yep.
Just be glad you didn't put out 1,000 in botch.
yeah. But a final game feels like it needs to be a little bit more bombastic, a little bit higher stakes. So it felt appropriate. At least I felt it felt appropriate. And
All
I'll
right.
go ahead and politely get up from the table, offer a handshake, and and yeah.
The Miriam will shake your hand.
Okay. And that'll be that.
All right. As you leave and the interference and curtains drop, Fervis, you regain full, complete, and unmodified contact with Arf. There is one interesting thing about the footage. Obviously, the footage you were getting when it comes to the visible side and audio side was already garbled as hell while he was actually there. But as he is feeding through what's supposed to be his high quality version, everything is in perfect quality except the guy's face and voice. The voice is clearly modulated somehow, even in the recording, and the face is just a blurry mess.
Yeah, that checks out.
Well, makes sense why he didn't object to the droid being there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But everything
I
else is in
assume-
perfect quality, and everything is entirely intelligible. It's just modulated.
I assume that at some point here, I'm gonna be getting like a list of potential targets and stuff that I can from the Pykes.
It'll take a little bit, but yeah, you will eventually.
Yeah.
As
In
you
the
have now
meantime-
signed on to help out the Pykes.
Totally
find it
nothing bad gonna come of
convenient.
this.
Hey, at least you're getting access to the black market if you do a good job.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong can come from dealing with criminals while also desperately trying to avoid an ISB agent.
I mean,
Only good things will come of this.
out of
Only good
context,
things.
at least he doesn't have an ISB agent in-house while you're doing the trade with him.
And also, now the Pykes aren't on our backs.
Which Krill is happy about.
And I assume I'm able to walk out of the bar unaccosted and get back back to the ship and everything.
Yep. One really interesting part is that the moment you go back towards the locked door, you don't even have to wait. It just automatically opens for you.
Well, Fervis is just playing all of that and holding off on Amy to be out of there before he actually, opens the mic for everybody to talk.
Yep. I will say, really quick out of game, it is both a good and bad thing that you decided to actually deal with them, because since you did have a drink at the bar, they used that to grab your biometrics to key you in. Which also means they have your biometrics now.
I'm not surprised. That almost feels like a part of cost of doing business sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Whether you like it or not, you're in their system.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know how it is. IRL, everyone has your data. Every website you have interacted with has some of your data.
Yes, but you're usually not on the big dangerous people's radar. Right now, you are.
I was on their radar before. Now I'm a potential ally instead of a threat that needs to be removed.
So, is something going to happen to a certain warehouse manager who may have seen Fervis? Causing his business to collapse?
Oh, the one that we traded with? No. Actually, I... like, legit, I don't think he saw Fervis at all.
He was facing away from Fervis, because Fervis it was being held hostage.
Yeah, he was faced away from Fervis. All he knows is 1 second he had a gun held to him and was being made to walk backwards, and the next second the gun was gone.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how seriously we're going to take destroy the shipments and supplies and companies of the people that do business with Falconor.
I mean, honestly,
because we know a few places now. You don't even need
sure,
a list.
we know a few places, but it would not look good if we finished our shipments here and then every shipment that we had our hands on got destroyed. That would look suspicious.
The Pykes obviously were not happy about things.
Oh, sure. But here's that feels a little too close to credibly being sabotage.
You're the captain. You're the one that made the deal, so it's up to you.
And preferably, any targets we go after will be won't be far off away of our hitting more of these temples.
That's my thoughts exactly. At least we've got both of them spinning their wheels where we can get the temples taken care of.
Yeah.
It's a problem we can deal with after.
And besides, we already know that that Daku has the Imperials backing them. So, or the Empire backing them. So, it's honestly, I'm kind of glad to be distancing myself a little bit further from the Empire in this regard.
I second that sentiment.
I'm also interested in their privacy tech. Could be very useful making friends with these folks.
That 10,000 I got, I will be adding that to the ship credits. Because I figure this the ship's carrying our butts from place to place. It would be good to have enough credits to be able to repair it if something happens.
I don't know. I'm imagining Arf, as soon as you get out of there, just holds out his manipulator arm.
I mean, he would have considered doing that, but also that hasn't been like divvied out, and he doesn't know if that's. He doesn't know what the intent of that money is. The moment a single one of those credits goes towards someone else, though, he wants his cut.
Fair.
Yeah,
fair.
he's on the ship too, so if it's ship credits, it makes sense. I mean, he was eager to rip holes in the side of the ship, but I think he probably wants it to be able to fly.
Wants it to be space-worthy.
I mean, he's able to fly himself and doesn't need to breathe, so...
Yeah, but he's not exactly
Can he go into
carrying
orbit with those little
he's not,
thrusters?
I
he's
don't
not
think those
exactly
thrusters
carrying everyone else.
would break orbit. No.
Well, I mean, he's not exactly that big, so might be able to. I don't know.
Maybe.
What kind of aftermarket modifications did you put in that thing?
Well, when it comes to breaking orbit, there's size plays a lot into it.
Yeah.
True. I'm no mathematician. I don't know how much thrust he'd have to generate to break orbit. It would also depend on the planet.
And how much power he exerts to do that? Because I presume he can't just endlessly run his thrusters forever.
I'm sure Tal knows exactly how much and whether he could or not.
Nah, but I can figure it out.
Give him
I
5
did go
minutes.
to college for engineering. I could find it out.
Mark
For
doesn't
the
relative mass of
hyperdrive.
planets.
Arf
Sorts of
doesn't
stuff.
need a hyperdrive. He's got Fervis for that.
Then he'd have to pay Fervis.
They're friends. Or at least Fervis would not demand payment from Arf for that. Bye, Fluffy. Sorry you have to work late.
Yeah, hopefully that won't last very long.
Have a good day at work, I hope.
But anyways, I guess once Amy gets back to the ship, Fervis is gonna ask, so can we continue on with the temples now?
Do believe we can. That should be acceptable. Before we how late in the day is it getting at this point?
I mean, like, you had to spend a good amount of the day working on stuff, so it's not
Right.
like super late, but like it's a bit late in the day to be doing much else.
Yeah.
I say
Do-
we, or I suggest we take this night, and hit up the next temple in the morrow.
I mean, most of flying is autopilot, so
That's what I was
it wouldn't be too much difficulty to get started going.
Oh yeah. That's, I mean, actually, the footwork,
How far away is it?
The-
'Cause if it's a flight, then yeah.
How far away would the next temple be?
It's not actually all that far from the city. It would be like a 2-hour flight.
Also, Fervis will be recollecting his recon thing, the remote recon.
Yeah.
How
Yep,
many
makes
hours
sense.
is left on that?
Considering how long you used it for, like 12 currently. You could recharge it. It's just,
Oh, I
per
can.
deployment. Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a per deployment thing. If you leave it alone
Good to
for
know.
more than a day, it'll just like unexist.
Okay, fair enough. In that case, he will recharge it.
Yeah, the probably the biggest time sink before we take off would be going over the ship, make sure it's all clean, good to go, and that there aren't any cameras snuck onto the hull or tracking devices snuck onto the hull.
That'll be one thing we'll be missing without Dakunor, is these nice deluxe shuttle bays.
Yeah.
Then again, they
Nice
aren't that secure. Sorry.
As far as Daku knows, we haven't turned on him.
Yeah, but I'm willing to bet his favors will dry up quick if we don't keep taking jobs from him. These bays are probably not free. Although they weren't that secure if the Pykes were able to get a data chip right at our doorstep.
I'm not too worried. And I'll look over to Ron. Hey, Ron.
I think he's...
It's Ron.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
He's muted at the very least, so... He's probably at the lower...
I responded, but I forgot to unmute.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Time for the meme, Tal. Time for the meme.
I wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. Yeah.
Damn, that sure is interesting anyway.
Let's go ahead and do a check over the ship and get ready to take off.
Yeah,
We're gonna be heading out tonight and
okay,
and be able to hit the next place rested in the morning.
sure, sounds good.
I'm all excited. I've got my lab all set up. My Selenian tail is definitely wagging as I'm in the back there, as I haven't even bothered to switch back to regular Regis.
Careful with that thing. You don't want to knock over something by accident.
Krill will pat Regis on the head.
This is when you inform them that Selonians don't wag their tail. No. Sorry.
She doesn't have the heart to tell him that.
I was joking.
It is actually considered incredibly rude to wag your tail.
I could see it at least being clumsy because I mean, their tails are pretty broad. So
but yeah. You want to make a roll for checking the ship and with me assisting? You being the mechanic.
One sec. I'm trying to remember where that's applied to. I believe that is applied. Okay, so do it as a tech roll with specialty.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And take an extra die from me for teamwork.
Okay.
What are you working on?
This is chip check
doing
down. This isn't the repair yet.
He's checking for bugs on the ship.
That among other things, check to make sure it's suitable for flight and everything.
Have 2 technology from Fervis.
Okay.
Actually, no, that would probably be outside, so probably R.
That would be outside.
Still 2.
Oh. Okay. That's good enough. So that's 4 innovative.
Yeah. Tile pre-flight checks and are good, and ship's clean or looks clean and like it's not being tracked or anything.
Yep. Looking pretty decent.
I'll go ahead and let and I'll let the doc know, hey, heading out. Thank you for hosting, and do the whole flight checks thing, whatever protocol is, and put this bird in the air.
All right.
All right, Aaron, get your rest. We are now in the air and heading towards our next destination. We should be arriving in a couple hours and be able to tackle it in the morning. Sleep well, everyone.
During that overtime, Ron will start the upgrades. I'm guessing does Fervis have 2 craft?
I think he's only got 1 actually.
Okay. So we're only going to be able to get 4 done then. Shoot, what was it? It's
Oh crap! I forgot to update that.
Ron's blaster, Ron's armor, both Regis's guns, and Amy's armor. So I guess Ron could do Ron's blaster, Ron's armor, Amy's blaster.
Actually, 2.
2. Okay.
But I don't have the feat, the repair feat, so
I don't think that's a matter here. It's more of his repair as a crafting role. But a craft is a repair role, or if I understood it.
Yeah, the important part about this is the role itself. Which, if you don't have a specialty or something, then you get the malice as normal.
All right.
Yeah, but
yeah, that's not my specialty, but
Ron does have a specialty in repair, and you said that this
ship
was
repair, but
in
I also
ship
have
repair.
I have the feat that gives extra points back, but I don't have I don't have a.
Yeah, I'm saying for him, not having the feat is fine. It's just about the.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess in either case, would prefer to work on Regis's guns or the armors.
Fervis has no preference.
Okay. Well,
I figure it's your choice on the order to do things. So.
Okay. Well, I was. Basically, if I'm following with the repair thing, I can do 3. I can do 3 of them, and then Fervis would do the other 2. I guess we'll just say the 3 for me will be Ron's gun, Ron's armor, Amy's armor, and then Fervis can do the 2 rolls for Regis's guns. I gotta do my math. Okay. What? Hit the wrong button. Alright, so Ron's gun. I think that's okay. 4, okay. Ron's armor. Nice.
So those last 2
Nice
were from
roll.
assistance with Arf, of course.
I'm willpowering that. Ron will look at what he did. Is like, what the frickin'?
I'll sold the 1.
That's much better. Okay, so that's, and then
What sort of levels of success do they need to make this upgrade?
Wolf.
So the level of success that they need is they need to get to a 4.
Okay, so that's success. That's success after restarting, or at least reworking what you were doing. All right, Amy's armor. Good enough. My goodness.
It gets it to tier 2.
Yes.
Fervis is just going to have ask Arv, would you take these to Regis, please?
He will give a little affirmative swivel, and semi mischievously trundle off with them.
Not his problem anymore. So, what do my 11 successes achieve with the one gun?
I mean, it doesn't really provide a lot of mechanical benefit to the gun itself. What that more means is you now have a bunch of in perfect condition, like tier 1 parts around that you could use for other things.
Ooh. He's going to put those into the surveillance droid.
All right.
Awesome.
So that's all the all 5 of the tier 2 light upgrades used.
Yep.
All right.
So should I be like removing my weapons from my character sheet?
No.
They do actually make it back to you. Be sure
Yeah.
to mark that they're tier 2 now.
So, Regis, you're at your fancy schmancy new lab, right?
Yes.
Krill is with him.
Oh boy, a lab partner. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. And go ahead and roll me a perception check.
And this is before, is it like something unusual perhaps that I'm, because I would then do
Roll a
mind
perception.
cunning. Okay, mind
You
cunning.
want me to
perception.
do this too, or just Garou?
You can also roll it if you want.
Okie dokie.
7. Okay.
Forgot to roll the other 6.
Yep, I'm gonna have to do the thing to reset that. Let's see. So I do willpower. And take a point of exhaustion.
Yep, and mark off a willpower point.
Yeah. 1 willpower, 1 exhaustion.
It is better.
It is better. It's workable too. Now I can at least do like a body. So then I can throw. So that
Hey,
would be.
I gave you one more.
That's 2.
All right. Going to continue to try and modify, or are you calling it there?
I think I'm gonna call it there for now.
All right. So while you're, going over lab things, Krill, are you also like helping him like with like active experimentations, or are you just watching?
Just watching.
Just watching. Okay. In that case, Regis, while you're looking through your some of your new tools, figuring out like exactly what to use them for, beginning calibration processes, while you're holding a particularly like sturdy tool, you get an extremely loud astromech screech behind you. From directly behind you.
Kind of like that.
Okay, well, Regis is going to reflexively spin 180, and he's going to have his wrist pointed at wherever the sound is. Of course, he doesn't have his blaster, but that's his reflex.
Yep. And then Arf is going to do a happy, helpful little beep as he then reaches out with the manipulator arm and taps one of the blasters against your wrist.
How did you end up with these?
I think Arf was or Fervis was assisting Ron with the upgrades.
For anyone unfamiliar, imagine this directly behind you when you're not expecting it.
So almost what I did. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Regis's tail is just like bristled, and it's just straight behind him. And he's gonna say, thanks. And he will grab that blaster, and he will strap it on, and he will keep eye contact with the astromech, because he's yeah, he knows that astromech was trying to point out that he could sneak up on him at any moment. But
Arf, that was very, very rude.
You get a couple of happy beeps.
Krill will sigh.
Arf is immediately sending a video file of Regis's reaction over to Fervis.
Fervis is going to sigh, but he has a small smile.
You'd think
not
he'd
a bark of laughter
lighten.
resounding through the ship.
You'd think he'd lighten up to you by now.
lighten up? I mean, doesn't seem like he's programmed for that.
Yeah.
Was
You
that
saw it.
just one blaster or both blasters that we just got
I was
back
about to
with?
say.
I presume that I didn't have my other blaster for Arf's sake.
Well,
Arf brought you both of your blasters.
both
Yeah.
masters.
So it's
Yeah,
both.
you grabbed the one he tapped your wrist with, and then he hasn't given you the other one yet.
And did I see that he had the other blaster? Or did he have it in a compartment?
He has it in a compartment.
So I'm unaware that he has my other blaster.
Yeah.
So did he give me my slug thrower, or did he give me my laser blaster?
He gave you your blaster first.
Okay.
as he's going to start slowly inching his way over to Krill.
Does my 3 make it to where I notice him?
Oh, well, yeah, that was for his initial stealth roll to surprise you guys.
Ah.
He's just slowly doing it. He's just slowly moving towards Krill.
He's doing that suspicious slow step.
Totally innocuous walk. Thank you very much.
Yeah, a totally innocuous walk. The droid's version of that.
Can I help you, Arf?
You get a long, slow beep that like trails up in pitch.
Krill's just like, I don't speak binary.
Is going to swivel towards Regis. Is Regis still giving him the look?
I don't trust the astromech in my lab. I've got all this very fancy equipment, and this thing just jumped up and startled me. I'm not gonna break eye contact until this thing leaves.
To be fair, he did wait until you were carrying something that was actually sturdy and not breakable.
Okay, see, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah,
Well, you wouldn't be aware of that in character. Out of game, that's why I made sure to describe while you were holding something durable. In character, though, you could be entirely as suspicious of him as you want.
I'm aware. Fervis would be aware of all Arf having done that, right?
Oh yeah,
He sent you a video.
yeah. He sent you a video of it, which included
No,
the fact that, like, you know, the lead up of him, like, literally, like, waiting and inching closer, and stopping, and then waiting for him to pick up something durable before screaming at him.
Okay. Fervis is just going to speak through Arf. He did wait until you were not holding something fragile before doing that.
That is of little consideration. Because he still did it.
It was a
Frill's
prank.
looking stern.
It does mean he likes you. Or at least tolerates you.
I've never seen him do anything like that to you.
Well, you are not friends yet.
I guess it's a start.
Flashbacks of several times where Arf startles Fervis.
Why do you think that Fervis has the live GPS tracking on him now? It's the same thing as a bell.
So he always knows where Arf is. But Krill's gonna be like, is there something else you needed, Arf?
He's going to, like, you know, sort of swivel his head and body in, like, a nodding motion before slowly starting to, like, wheel himself out of the room.
Krill's gonna look at Regis and, I don't understand this droid.
He's waiting for Regis to ask about his other weapon. But I'm not there. I'm not paying. I'm not part of this.
And unfortunately, Regis is thinking that he just delivered the one because that's the only one that's done right now. So he doesn't know to ask about his other blaster yet. because he hasn't seen it.
And Krill
You
has
wouldn't
no
think
frame of
to ask
reference.
about your other blaster.
I wouldn't ask him. I might ask Ron later in the day, and then it would be a bigger issue.
Okay.
He says he has something further and then just leaves. He confuses me.
Okay, I'll make
Fervis is
sure
going
that-
to call Krill's comm.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he wants you to follow him.
Okay. Well, I'll be back later. Regis.
Okay.
And Krill will go follow after Arf.
All right. Arf will be waiting, like, you know, just outside the door and, like, a little bit off to the side, like, down a hall.
Okay. So now that you got me out here, what do you want?
He uses the manipulator arm to point, like, you know, towards her, towards the door, towards himself. He taps himself a little bit, and opens up a compartment, showing the other one of Regis's guns. And then does a little, like, beeping head turn, and then points towards it, points in the door again, and then replays the audio of him being frightened.
No. Just give me the blaster. I will give it to him. You
Still
got
feel
him
really
once
not worth it.
already. That's enough for today.
For
So-
today.
So is this where Arf hacks Krill's comm link to scream through it when Krill gives the blaster over?
That would make a Salonian jump, but I don't know if it'd be the right Salonian.
He doesn't. I'm about to say he doesn't want to do it with them having, like, actual, like, loaded guns.
Ah, fair.
And remember,
smart.
Krill still has her blaster.
Yeah. So, go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me to try and persuade him to give up round 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh dear.
How persuasive are you, Krill?
Persuasion. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh.
Quick question: did I hear this from the pilot seat? Did I hear
that would be a
the
perception.
scream?
May darkness prevail.
Oh, Krill has been cursed with less power.
So what does that mean?
Next
Get
roll.
one less die.
Yeah, one less die on your next roll. I am surprised. Geeman, the bestower of fish, has done something against the Krill.
There, 4 successes on 2
Alright.
dice.
Yep. Our sort of, like, he sort of, like, gives a beep that you can just tell is a sigh, And it is absolutely the sigh of a gremlin that is having his fun ruined. As it just does the where it just like trails down.
Krill is just gesturing with her paws. Come on, hand it over. You had your fun.
He will slowly reach out with the manipulator and give it to you.
None shall see me. Though my battle cry may give me away.
Krill will take it and say thank you and head back to the lab.
All right. By the way, Regis.
Yes.
As you're setting up and unpacking various things to do with your lab, you find the package of lab safety equipment, including a rather nice lab coat. But you also notice that on said lab coat, there is a bit of an image of ARF on the back of it. And on the tag of the thing where normally like all the washable, not washable, care for things are. You also see a stamp of a familiar gnome's hat.
Wow. Did you pick this up, Krill?
No.
Oh, the
I
lab
don't
coat
think so.
is great. Aside from this unsightly stain, it's quite a nice coat.
Unsightly stain.
Well, I'm glad you get to look spiffy while you work in your lab.
Just wait until Fervis makes an army of droids that he is going to let ARF program.
Oh, by the way, Regis, and she will hand his other, his slug thrower to him. Arf was gonna try to scare you again, but I was able to persuade him that he's had enough fun tonight.
As you hand it over, a burst of fish-shaped confetti appears outside the room and shoots in a little cloud. There's a little popper noise that accompanies it.
Oh my.
Almost always fun.
I was wondering, I always seem to see some type of fish shenaniganry at least today or once a day, and I guess this is that time of day.
Sure. But all I can say, Krill, is I prefer your surprises a lot more. That was fun. Which reminds me, we should have some fish sometime.
Yeah, I'll make us some later. So you've been a Solonian all day. How do you like it?
It's not bad. It's a bit warmer than I'm used to. And the tail maybe gives away my intentions a bit more than I'm accustomed to.
Yeah, they tend to do that though we don't typically wag our tails very often. But I mean, it can happen.
And when you say that, Regis stops wagging his tail. It's like, oh.
Oh, I thought it was cute.
Well, thanks. But if I'm not being a good Solonian, then people might notice.
Yeah, but at least we're in the ship. It wasn't like you gave it away outside.
Well, I mean, I went shopping with you.
Solonians are are rarely interacted with.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
Sloanians aren't regularly interacted with outside of the 5 worlds, so who knows? Or they don't know that Solonians don't wag their tails, so you didn't give anything away.
Well, that's why we're relying on you. Been trying to pay as much attention. Like, for instance, Solonians love fish, right?
Yes. We eat other things, obviously, but yes, fish are good.
Well, thanks for returning my blaster, and if you want, you can wear the lab coat in the lab if you'd like.
Ooh. Krill will put it on. Well, how do I look?
Like you're ready to do some science.
Like a Solonian scientist.
So what exactly are we looking at here?
By the way, I'm going to have to make a reference real quick. You are the very image of a scientist Solonian.
I knew that was coming.
God damn it, now I'm gonna have to listen to that song again.
Come on, I had to. It was right there.
It was right there.
But yes, as far as what I'm setting this lab up for, you remember the ruins we were at?
Yes.
Well, I picked up a sample from the ruins, and I intend to perform some analysis and see if I can unlock the secrets of these lost technologies.
Fascinating.
More rather, the exotic biology and the morphic nature of it. You don't see something like that normally in nature. It's quite profound how very disparate shapes are able to coexist and operate biologically. And I believe that there is potential to be discovered in it. Regis wasn't wrong about rummaging through the scraps, even if we don't get through these trials. This right here, I point off to the sample, is definitely worth far more than most of the things that we could find in those temples.
At the mention of Darth Regis, Krill droops her ears a bit, but is still listening. As she remembers the time that you took that Regis took the form of Darth Regis.
Oh, did I say something wrong?
No. I just you mentioned when you mentioned that particular person's name, it just brought up a bad memory.
Well, I suppose I haven't forgotten about that. Don't worry, I don't intend to channel anything of that sort unless the need arises. It's too unpredictable. I mean, yeah,
Agreed.
it might accelerate the research 100-fold. It would certainly allow me to be in the right headspace for this sort of experimentation, but I'm no fool. There's a reason they talk about not dabbling in the dark side.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you'll be exercising a little bit of caution by not assuming his form on the ship.
Well, like I said, unless it's necessary,
just
I promised the
careful.
captain that. Of course. But I mean, really, we sit in a ship under a captain who allows Barnaby to run wild with his magics. I mean, I'll certainly be careful, but this is a bit more of a permissive group than others.
Yeah. I'm not worried about you having access to Regis's abilities. It's more the last time you assumed his form, Regis almost assumed you. That is what I'm worried about.
That's understandable, considering that it was a very ad hoc and impromptu reaction. We were under a time crunch. Fervis was dying, and we had to do something. So I did something. Maybe it was a bit reckless, but it provided effective results.
You're a bit
But-
reckless with Regis.
But yes, I don't intend to introduce any unexpected variables into the experiments. That's part of the reason why I got this facility all set up the way I did. I could have probably worked with Fervis and Ron to jury rig some stuff together, but I don't want this to end up ruining what I've... Yes?
I understand. I'm gonna go make us some fish while you get started.
And with that, Regis's ears will droop down as he looks down. I soured the experience of the lab for you, didn't I? Sorry.
No. This is... I'm happy that you let me share in setting up this lab and what you're gonna be using it for. Which is why I'm gonna share with you something that I enjoy.
Okay, then. Thanks, Krill. And I look forward to it. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. With that, he'll lick his chops across his Salonian fangs.
Krill will smile and then leave to the galley.
All right. Let's see how much science we can get done in the meantime. He says as he cracks his paws together.
All right, Krill, go ahead and make me a cooking roll.
Alright. Oh, what was that?
Maddie joined for a second on accident, I think, and then left, realizing
Yes.
that. Oh wait,
Misclicks happen. Come on, Krill. Don't make my first fish experience be terrible. Roll well.
that cheated.
I got 4 out of 4 dice.
All right. Your cooking goes rather well, and you're able to make what you would consider to be a pretty fine meal, actually.
Krill is happy with herself and then takes the plates to the lab. I'm back.
Something smells delicious.
It's like she presents the plate and lays it on or puts it down on a table, off away from all the sensitive equipment.
Yeah, that's probably wise. I know we're repurposing part of the cargo bay, I believe, for this, or is this like the engineering part in the back?
I think it's one of the sides of the mechanics area.
Yeah.
That explains why I wasn't able to hear Arf come in. I presume there's probably a mechanical noise in here. Something to keep in mind. Yeah, if it's that small, I would say that smells delicious. Why don't we have it somewhere outside of the lab?
Agreed. Let's go to the galley. We'll eat in there.
And I will follow Krill to the galley and see what you have prepared.
She will lay the plate on the table. It's like I used a few spices, some lemon, to give it a little bit of extra flavor. Let me know what you think.
Well, the first thing I can say is this is the best smelling food I've seen you make so far.
Well, thank
Give
you.
it a try. And Regis will take a piece of this this food and give it a little bit of a nibble and see if he actually likes it.
All right. That's sort of up to you for if it would be in your character's tastes or not, but, you know. At the very least, I can say it's a decent quality dish.
Krill is watching, waiting for Regis's opinion.
Clearly, he had an allergic reaction and died immediately.
What kind of death? Instant.
Oh no.
Hopefully not death poisoning. So you didn't hear what I said then, I presume.
Nope.
No, you didn't say anything.
We heard nothing.
Okay. So the last thing you heard was that. Okay, so yes, having seen that Krill is watching him, he's going to make a big effort to show that he enjoys the food. Very much with his eyes kind of popping wider as he takes a bite, and he's going to say, this is delicious. Wow. I never thought of so.
Does his tail wag?
So about that. I'm about to find out if he's actually let's see. Okay, so yeah, so he does actually like it, and he's actually being very sincere. And you don't see so much that his tail wags, but you do see it kind of wriggle and ripple, because it starts to wag, and he recognizes that it starts to wag, and so he immediately starts telling his tail to stop wagging. But he's enjoying the food so much He feels like he wants to wag his tail.
Krill's eyes are beaming. She's happy. Like, it looks like you like it.
Yes, I think I'm starting to get why you like all the fish stuff. This stuff's amazing. What did you put in it this time?
Nothing too exotic. Just some spices from the cabinet over there, and a little bit of lemon juice to give it a little twang.
Well, it smells way better than the last time you cooked fish.
Well, I've been practicing, preparing fish day in and day out, and I wanted this one to be a little bit special,
And as Regis kind of savors the bites, he kind of tilts his head to the side as he gets lost in thought, and he says, "Do you think Solonians smell fish better than humans do? Maybe that's what it is, or this could just be the best cooking you've ever done."
Krill will tilt her head. As to the first point, when I don't have a frame of reference to, I was like, I smell what I smell, and I never asked any of our human compatriots, though we don't have any. I've never asked a human what they smell, or Amy or any of the others what they smell. So I wouldn't be able to answer that question. But I'd like to think it was the second one.
Well, I can certainly tell, just from looking at the details, that you prepared this with a lot of care. It doesn't look like traditional mess slop in the slightest. You put a lot of work in this, and, well, the flavors definitely stand out, regardless if my perspective is now biased. Thank you. That was very nice of you, Krill. Glad I got to share some fish with you.
You're welcome.
The galley is just outside the cockpit. I might be able to smell it.
You might. It is right there.
It is right there.
You can smell it if you want, I'd say. It's right there.
Okay.
The reason I made you roll for the other one is because it's all the way across the ship, but this is right there.
Yeah, this is right there. After a little bit, the comms turn on, and you hear over him Amy's voice, specifically the galley comm. Hey, whatever you're having over there smells really good. Do you happen to have a spare servant to bring up to the cockpit?
I do not. I only made enough for me and Regis. Sorry, Captain.
It's fine. Just realized I haven't had much to eat since breakfast and a drink. And no worries, I'll get myself something in a bit. You guys have fun.
Sorry, Captain.
Why are you apologizing?
You should be sorry.
Sorry, I missed what Krill said.
I didn't have the foresight to make the captain some fish too.
Sorry, Captain.
She's up in the cockpit.
If you feel sorry about it, you can prepare something for me and bring it up.
Yeah, sorry, Captain. This was a bit of a culinary experiment. We weren't anticipating additional variables, but Well, if
No
you'd
worries.
like, maybe I can help you make some more, if it's apparently well received.
Okay. Yeah. We'll fix something up for you, Captain.
Awesome. Thanks.
You want me to make another roll, Tao?
I will give you my 2 teamwork because I am
Awesome.
kind of observing how this is made when I was eating it. I was examining all the details.
All right. Now I get 6 dice instead of 4.
Immediately roll some botch. Not
Yeah,
the
just
roll.
watch. You somehow get worse now. Oh, no, that's...
Still a 2.
I'm gonna soul the 1.
What? Don't you want to save it for in case you need it during the other 4 minutes left?
Oh, if it's the
No.
end, why don't I give you my body thing? I'll give you a body
Oh,
boost.
okay, Regis. I didn't know we were going this way.
Alright. Body boost it is. So let's see. 3, 4, 5. We're up to 5 now. 5 it is.
All right. You both make what you would consider to be a pretty decent meal. Even better than what Krill could manage on her own, although only maybe a slight bit better.
Well, I think this turned out pretty well, don't you?
Yes, actually. It's very similar to working in a lab. It's culinary is a science.
Cooking is like chemistry, sorta. Well,
Although you
let's
will
go.
have to clean this workspace more.
Well, let's give this to the captain and get back to the lab.
Yeah, that sounds great. Maybe we'll get a
Awesome.
little science done tonight.
Yeah.
Cooking is science. No.
And then Krill will head to the cockpit to give Amy her dinner. Made by me and Regis.
That smells heavenly.
Cooked by the best Selenian chefs this side of the far planets.
True enough, I suppose.
Technically correct.
Technically correct.
Technically correct. Hope you enjoy, Captain.
And I go ahead and take a bite. Delicious. And you know, visibly smiling and look happy and like I'm enjoying it. And while I'm doing this, I'm looking at Krill and Regis and seeing their response to my obvious enjoyment of this meal. And
Krill is smiling. Her eyes beaming. She always likes to be complimented on her cooking.
And yes, Regis is in fact sharing in this mutual enjoyment. You might even see a faint tail wiggle.
Oh darn! I see. It seems Krill told you that the Solarians don't actually wag their tails. Darn, they're so cute too. And I'll continue eating and turn back to looking out the cockpits and keeping an eye out there while I eat. And but yeah.
All right. I guess as a bit of a last critical important question for this session. Hey, Barnaby, are you going to be sneaking into Krill's room tonight again?
Of course.
Go ahead and roll that perception check this session, then.
Will do.
Or the
You
subterfuge, I mean. Yeah.
Yes. I assume you were more meaning towards Krill when you were saying that one.
I was talking about both of you, yeah. You roll your subterfuge, Krill, roll your perception.
I have one more soul. I'll soul that one.
I see we're getting more snooze out of Krill tonight. Oh, nice. Makes that a 3.
Yep. 3.
Fun fact, Barnaby actually hasn't spent any of his EXP yet because he's not had ideas yet.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
He's never had ideas.
No. He's not had ideas yet. They'll come later.
Know the feeling, Barnaby. I have been saving some of my EXP for my research too.
Body instinct subterfuge. Not
I
a
get the
lot,
feelings-
but it is possible.
I get the feeling that some of that EXP is going to be heading into subterfuge in not too long from now.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but I actually want Barnaby to fail because I think that's funny.
Fair enough. It's the sort of
Ask and you shall receive. All right. I guess this will be the best way to end this session, which is Krill. Partway through the night, you are woken up by Barnaby just casually opening up your door, not a care in the world.
All right.
Yep.
Krill's gonna look and be like, Barnaby? What are you doing
Oh, hello. I'm visiting you. I'm visiting you.
in the middle of the night?
Yes, correct.
Krill will just be staring, and I'm assuming that's where we'll end session.
Yes,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, unfortunately. We have to end
That's great.
real fast to get over to Wild Traditions. So,
Yep.
thank everybody
Indeed.
for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Piercing the Veil Scar, as well as an Marten stream. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or picking up some merch over at zgfgaming.store. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. See y'all in 2 weeks.